late in the regular season. But not losing momentum going into the playoffs is also important, so they just can't mail it in here.
It's the Lions going up against the Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. Between the Detroit Redskins. And the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. Now a play fake here on first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And an alley to run. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They run it again with Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The numbers from last week's game for Ebron: 5 catches, 76 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. They'll have a tough time.
Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Looking to throw. He hits Riddick underneath. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind. Being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run.
Let's go. Brian 38.
Back to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First carry for their fullback. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Meanwhile, we will not get another play as time will run out on this. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Lions have recovered.
Thank goodness famous for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. 10 more there and another first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Banks. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Banks. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Ebron caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A give. This is Cook. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
To throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball to the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk. And they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Rivers leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call the timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. New was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now here we go.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Forced out to his left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right there at the 43. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. A screen to Bell. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Come on, let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here. So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. To the ground, this time with Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
So now 1st and 15. They go play action here on first down. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. A very solid gain of 27. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Throw left side complete. That's Dean. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Complete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go! 1-9!
Now Bell. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will... not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. And he slides to avoid the hit. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Lions on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It's a pickup of 3 that time, and it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
It was 4th and 2, and somehow he managed to get 3. Great leg drive and plenty of determination.
Here we go. Blue 90.
They go back to Riddick. And an alley to run. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
The completion to Riddick. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here we go now.
Ebron's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, now, look at 56. Detroit! Here we go now. Boom, landed.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
First and goal here from the 9.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Hayden out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Fresh set of downs here. Out to the flat for Reddick. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Hawkins. 15 yards through the air and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
To throw on 3rd down. Hayden. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami, and the Ravens have wound up winning that affair. Emmanuel Sanders up over 160 yards receiving now and a couple of touchdowns as well. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. And now the spike comes with 15 seconds on the clock. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Redskins, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Lions, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA.